Finally you're here, Dr. Reid. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
Alright, hey, blood bags and immortals. Welcome back to Vampyr. This is Dervel with Ferret Studios. So now we need to report to Lord Redgrave. The reason I am not evolving it is every time you do the, actually, I need to refill my stuff. Every time you do the residents get more sick. So I'm holding off on that until I get up to like 10,000 XP, and then the enemies scale with you anyway, so there's really no reason to evolve super frequently. Wonder if they've cleaned up the place. No, not really. Ah, there's my maybe baby.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to
Women are
witness
not
your
allowed.
triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
When did we
You
become a
who
couple?
insisted I join the Asacalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathon Reid. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Seriously, when did they become a couple? Did I miss something? I'm gonna have to go back through the footage. I don't remember at any point did we start talking about our feelings for each other. Not that I'm gonna say no, but shit. At least kiss me first.
Welcome back to the Asacalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reid. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
Look, you can call me a lance-bearer all you want. I'm still not touching your dick.
I'm just a doctor.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysious Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reid. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Asacalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reid. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
I never told him I'd do it.
Understand?
You invited,
Not allowed as members, no.
so it's a temp.
Something of a bargain.
Something of a
Goodbye,
bargain
Lord
considering the crisis. It just hit me. That guy looks and talks like Dr. Smith. The original Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. Do the pain of it all, eternally.
Are you all right, Jonathon?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I'd like you to look me in the eyes.
An immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell
As long as you...
what would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Yeesh. So why am I giving this guy eternal life?
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Yeah, that sounds like a good option.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
I guess sex later? I don't know. This has been the playthrough about making bad choices, so I'm have an idea of what to do.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Oh, the Temple Gardens. Are we going... I guess we can just go around the garden. Coleman. Hello, boys.
Stay away. Look at.
Oh! I love this sword. Ooh. Chocolate place? Established in 1857.
Turn around, sir.
Why?
Are you bloody stupid?
No, just a vampire.
It's an I'll send you to hell.
Who's... Oh, okay. I was like, what's running towards me?
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
I've heard of a couple places that do that. Never been to one.
It's locked, all right. I
Of
should
course
find
it's locked.
another way to get into the neighborhood.
Yeah, I probably should have went to the garden in the first place. Switching to the bat, I need to get some blood. Give me your blood. Oh, good, she didn't explode. That get me around the stockade? I mean, technically I'm at the back of his estate.
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysious Dawson's mansion.
Ooh, a thick, sturdy blood sample. Right. No.
You're mine.
Okay, this will get me there? Yeah, I guess we're going through the sewers.
I cannot enter.
Okay. not that way.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It seemed weird to go around to go up. Ooh, more bullets.
Blood is now mine.
Leon Augustin. Nice bowler hat. Can I have it? Okay, you don't like bullets.
Kneel.
Oh. I hate it when it blocks your ability and it still consumes it anyway.
Show me your power, you.
Okay, it's time to switch guns. Foolish Ekon. Is that the same skin as the last one, just wearing a bowler hat and a beard?
For Asacalon.
Asacalon, Asgard? Traitor? Brisk blood sample. Just die. Just die. Die. Stop. Oh, 1 bullet. That's good after using 25. So the game's already assuming you're a traitor. That makes this decision easy. I just went in a fucking circle, didn't I?
Louise's father was determined to find and save her.
So is she in the sewers? A lot of dead ends in here. Can I even get down there or no?
It's locked.
Nope, can't even get out.
It's locked.
Okay, so I need that to get the door open so I can go down? Oh, that was a horrifying shot. Can we even open the door?
I cannot.
Oh, we can't open the door. What the hell? So what's the point of what? What is the point of this room? I mean, you have no point because you're stupid. There's nowhere to teleport to. Can't swim. This just goes in a fucking loop. What is the point of this room? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, hell of a secret passage. Might as well try to find... Yep, let's find Louise before she dies. See if her bunny ears are there.
You interfere with my hunt.
How dare you interfere with my daring? Let her go, you bastard!
Disgusting asshole!
Ooh, it's that kind of party in here.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reid. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, This vampire told me my father was dead. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
Oh, she has a headache. I can't.
Goodbye.
I'll find her
Mr.
later to treat her.
And be careful. Until we meet again.
Yay, more XP. I need some blood. That was a nice quick detour. I feel a little bit better about myself.
I have this thirst for blood.
Helped out a damsel in distress. Can I walk up this? Okay. I thought that'd be slippy. I'm about ready to kill this old fucker just because he made me walk around. An unknown person.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathon Reid from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard.
I don't like your tone.
What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
Is that really a hint?
I work for the Asacalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Asacalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight.
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Geoffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reid. I really appreciate it.
I'm the good doctor, you know. Any more hints I can...
I have a missing woman.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
She's a waitress.
Oh,
Our
well, I
father
already found
reported
her.
Missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
I just ran into her.
But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Why do you find that in an area you couldn't get to? That's extremely poor quest design. Seriously, if that's the guy who's supposed to give you that quest, you learn about it.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysious Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
Why am I giving eternal life to this man?
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
Like the Asacalon Club?
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathon Reid. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
So here's where the rest of the citizens... Oh, I didn't know that was a function. Whoop. So here's where the rest of the citizens of West End were hiding. Well, I think I'll make the rounds here really quick, see if I can heal anybody else. Make sure their blood is as healthy as possible. I think the only reason this one, the health status is serious, is because yeah, things happened. Again, not... There's something in here. And I'm not going to evolve until I get to like 10,000. I really want to get more bang for my buck. Oh no, it's a skull. Never mind. Alright, there's the inspector. Ah, there's two unknown people.
Do you remember if we've seen someone recently?
Twins?
Sometimes it's...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reid? Dr. Reid?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Oh, you have a cold.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I'm afraid I do. I knew we should have left London.
I don't want to appear tactless, but you're risking your health by remaining outside at this hour of night.
Says the doctor who also works outside at night. But as always, the imprudent person enjoys the company of their fellows.
What can you tell me about Aloysious Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
That is not much of a hint.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr.
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
Someone's mother and father were fans of Greek history.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Indeed. I've never been good at explaining my feelings, but I can tell when my body is hurting me.
You have nothing to be worried about. You should recover by taking this.
Sounds so easy to fight disease. Too bad it's not the same making people smile again.
Jeez, everyone's such a downer.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
So that was another motive to
Goodbye for now, Mr.
meet the new neighbors. Okay, that's... For anyone else I can look for, there are... That looks like a maid. A woman... Oh no, that's an Indian man. That's a turban, that's not hair. It could all be staff inside of his mansion. While I'm out here, so we don't have to go through the sewers again. Alright. This a mansion or a church? What am I hearing?
Jonathon Reid. At last we meet.
Oh god, a tarot card reader.
Warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole.
Oh, okay.
I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
I think I'm doing good so far.
Do you require medical attention?
If you don't mind.
You'll feel better after taking this.
Thank you very much. I feel better already.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysious Dawson?
Aloysious Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
They're talking about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It was a secret society in Britain. It's been theorized that it was like the start of Wicca and some other neo-pagan religions.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor.
All right.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathon. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
She could have survived as a vampire. If only she had given me a chance to explain. If only I could have found the words.
Not all vampires accept their new condition. Since suicide is impossible, you have to find a way to get someone else to relieve the pain.
I could have saved her.
No, Jonathon.
Wow.
How do you measure?
I told you.
Is it possible?
Vampire.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander. A red river, a song in the dark.
Strange man.
Sun. So many.
Oh.
I hope
It's
you can
locked.
stay a little longer this time.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reid! I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so...
I'm just doing my job.
Perhaps.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Goodbye for now.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Stealing? There's nothing up that way. Where is the entrance to this fucking building at? Oh, that was just to find out about him. So where's his mansion at? Okay, now I go down this path. God, pathing system is awful in this game. I hate this little thing on the top where it's... You, I am in a bad mood.
Best turn around if I were you.
Combat's a little bit more satisfying now, though. If that was about to be locked, I swear to gods. All right, Aloysious.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
No. Especially if you've heard from all the town, this is an awful man. Giving an awful man this much power is not a good thing. So he's in there. I swear the last person in this town is someone on his staff.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reid. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reid. Planned very carefully.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold. So cold.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reid, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hand.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reid, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
What is it with you rich cocksuckers who want to build a wall to separate the poor from the rich? His twin brother died in a plane crash.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
I will build the most magnificent wall.
By doing so, you will also create 2 separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
You sacrificed 2,000 XP to make someone a vampire? I only have 1 embrace left, and I know how I'm saving that for. That seems to be the best.
Listen to me, Aloysious Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man, so I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer, and I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity, and a man at peace.
Oh, 7,000. He's actually still alive. Alright, time to take this stuff to the hospital. I swore this guy would have had staff. Well, maybe not. Big ass mansion all by himself. No servants. Oh, okay. Well, you're not gonna let me string this out.
Is it done, Dr. Reid? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
In a sense.
Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Asacalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Okay, I'm fine with it. Protect the hospital? Forgive me, I must be leaving. Who's going to attack the hospital?
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Again, apparently we're dating now. Hey, which is the easiest way back? Go through Whitechapel? I guess.
Really?
Ooh. Oh, 104 shillings. Thank you, good sir.
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already?
Why is there a bloody handprint on the wall?
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
Oh, they took Edgar. They took Edgar upstairs? They took him to the morgue.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder.
Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts your friend.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're the progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak!
Wait, William Marshall's still alive?
So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true.
Oh no, a fight.
Do you know what
we
this
do?
is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
Ew, dude, that's gotta be like 1,000 years old.
Ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. But if you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
Oh, ow, ow, that hurts. Oh, that hurt a lot. Oh, shit.
The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. Shut.
Will it now?
But if you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
Oh, out of ammo.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Okay, time to switch guns.
Priwen prevails!
Blood! No, 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 no.
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't want to turn him.
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reid. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
Interesting. Trying to avoid turning anyone into a vampire. I think that's a curse rather than a gift. Ooh, 10,000. All right, now we need to rescue Edgar. Are we gonna go way back to the theater? All right, I'm stopping by my office first. I need more stuff. I can find my office. So does that mean the guard of Priwen will leave me alone now, or no? Whoa, whoa. You! God damn it! You know what? Just avoid them. I don't need to fight them. Who burped? Disgusting. Let's ignore them. I'll let you guys fight. Get acquainted. God damn it! Go away! Okay, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Don't care about your petty squabbles. Nope, I have to care about your petty squabbles to get in the building. Maybe I shouldn't have turned down the Asacalon Club. I had to use a lot of bullets to get here.
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Okay, I need stamina. Just no subtlety, just beat him to death. I mean, I have to rescue my friend. I can't just leave him here. I think I need to switch back to the shotgun.
It's
locked. Well, he's down there. It's not obvious. Like shit like that's like easily missed. How do you like being covered in goo?
It's locked.
Something tells me Edgar is hurt. The Vampire Knight.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't know.
Rodney.
I should find the key to that box. It's locked.
Now I'm stuck in the door.
It's locked, all right.
Oh.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathon, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late.
Oh no!
Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I trust you, Edgar, but the Guard of Priwen is onto something.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathon, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathon. Nothing at all.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathon?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you
and
use?
it mutated.
William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathon. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathon, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathon, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
I could do without the sounds. I couldn't take out one of the few remaining pillars of the community. Int failed. Huh. Oh, because I can no longer... Is he dead? No, he's fine. Now I have blood on my mouth. And I've ruined my shirt. Yeah, 2 of the pillars of the community have already been killed. Alright, let's make our way out of here. Old love letter. Ooh, what is that? A serum created by the following the Tears of Angels with insulin instead of garlic to enhance protection against the disaster's infection. I make antidote. Alright, time to enhance. I think I wanted a 10,000, but 8,000 would be enough. Try Blood Spear. Health and stamina has been okay. I think I want to work on actual offensive stuff. If your target's already stunned, you embrace them automatically? Ooh. Following night. Gee, that barely went above critical. Well, it's not serious anymore. Oh, no, he died. I mean, that's always going to be serious because the pillar of the community's dead. With that, guys and gals, we're going to end the episode here. Chapter 6 is the last part of the game, so we'll probably end our playthrough there. So next one's definitely going to be a long one because it's probably going to have the outro too. So that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see everyone next week on the finale of Vampyr. Alright, see you guys.